Chris Matthews, the anchor there, had an interview with Congresswoman Michele Bachmann. Obviously, generally, when you have a guest, you are respectful to them, even if you don't necessarily share their opinion. Here was the exchange. Take a look at this.
Congresswoman Bachmann, are you hypnotized tonight? Has someone hypnotized you? Because no matter what I ask you, you give the same answer. Are you hypnotized? Has someone put you under a trance tonight? Then you give me the same answer no matter what question I put to you.
Well, Shike had a great response. Her response was, well, no, we're all excited. We're all tingling. I don't know.
We're thrilled.
Yeah, we're thrilled.
And apparently, you're not as thrilled as you were a while back when Mr. Obama was elected, and maybe the thrill isn't going quite up your leg. Listen, he was disrespectful. He's a fool of a journalist, and hearing Olbermann laughing in the side on the side, just disrespectful. That's a seated congresswoman. They should apologize.
All right, and so far, the National Organization of Women, Michele Bachmann, a woman, nothing. Brian Selter, he's with the New York Times, he says this, quote, there was a few lighthearted moments on MSNBC when the co-host Chris Matthews sensed that he was getting the same answer from Representative Michele Bachmann. That's lighthearted?
Right.
At her expense. I mean, there are 5 yo-yos up there on the panel laughing, and he's saying hypnotized. By the way, that was hypnotic, your coverage of the election, but fellas, good job, 5 of you.
Right, but let's just, I mean, to give her some credit, she didn't seem to be caught off guard by any of this. She handled it perfectly. She even handled it better than what you're saying. She said, I think we're all waking up from our long trance that we've been in. I mean, she just ran with it. She, even though it was wildly disrespectful and just such a strange way to deal with a guest on your show, she dealt with it and actually gave it back to him by talking about the tingle up his leg.
I will say this. If any of us had done that, we'd be in a lot of trouble. For one thing, we wouldn't do that. I don't care what someone's views are. You cannot treat somebody like that, who's, by the way, one of the key interviews you can get on election night, in the middle of a screaming room behind you. I don't even know if she could make out the question with one earpiece and the other crowd noise there. You should be like, hey, I'll repeat it again. I understand. I appreciate you joining me. Right. She obviously doesn't agree with Michele Bachmann's agenda. He clearly is not happy with the results that came down. And he attacks the sitting congresswoman. This is incredible.
Right. Wildly disrespectful. And again, you know, we've seen this during the midterm election cycle. Now, the National Organization of Women sometimes doesn't have the back of women who have been treated disrespectfully. Of course, I'm invoking the Meg Whitman and the sexist slur against her as well.